Black women, listen up. Listen up. A black woman is speaking.
Well, shame on white people for allowing themselves to be systematically discriminated against in the United States. This is our country.
I've been scrolling on social media for the past couple of hours, and I think I just came across the dark side of Twitter, y'all. Literally and figuratively, all right? I mean, just look at this picture right here. This woman is absolutely delusional. And just for some context, she is a fully Caucasian, blonde hair, blue eyes, fair-skinned woman, bro. There's nothing ethnic about her. But when I come across videos like this, it really reveals the fact that there are people who will say things, do things, completely disregarding how other people may feel about a specific topic of conversation, especially something as sensitive as racism. Now, this woman, her name is Lilly Gaddis. I've never heard of her before. I've literally just been scrolling, bro. And when you scroll too much, you get brought to a side of social media that you probably shouldn't be on. 9 times out of 10, you come across things like this. But this woman literally posted a video titled, "YouTube just nuked my channel," as a result of her posting this right here. Now, it looks bad, but what she says in this video is even worse.
Running around in nails like this, running around in earrings like this, like you people fight every day. You people fight every day. Could you choose any outfit and get up that's like less conducive to fighting? Seriously. They wear wigs that can be pulled out. They put braids in their hair that could rip the rest of their hair out. And then they complain about having alopecia. No, it's self-induced alopecia. You put every sort of chemical on your hair to straighten it out, despite being so proud of being black. And then you wonder why you have alopecia. And then you guys fight all the time. And yet you wear massive hoop earrings. You wear weaves in your hair. You wear fake eyelashes, wear fake nails. All of these things are not conducive to fighting, okay? So let me give you advice. Let me turn this racist stream around into something positive. Okay, black women, listen up. Listen up.
Bro, the fact that she can openly just say what she just said is absolutely insane, y'all.
A black woman is speaking.
Whoa.
When you are fighting, black women, listen up. Listen up. A black woman is speaking. When you are fighting, when you are going to bat, okay? Before you wake up in the morning, get out of bed and you have to think like a fighter. You have to put yourself in the mindset of not, oh, it's just easy breezy and I might pick up a fight or a felony later on. No, that is the wrong mindset to have. The correct mindset to have is that you wake up every day knowing that every day is a fight. Every day is...
I gotta end this here, yeah. I really can't listen to this anymore. I literally watched the first 10 seconds of it and she starts off the video in the most outrageous way. I'm not even gonna play what she says. I don't even think it's suitable for YouTube. But after that happened, she then proceeds to post a video of her complaining about YouTube demonetizing her platform, all right? But what she says, once again, is really absurd to hear how she speaks about this topic of conversation, knowing that what she's doing is not morally correct. Like, maybe in her heart, she may feel like she's entitled to have her own opinion. And I 100% agree. I think that we live in a world where your freedom of speech really matters because there's a lot of censorship on these platforms that I feel like are just completely unjust. I'm not going to lie. I feel like there are a lot of platforms that censor certain people because they just don't want certain things to be on social media, right? But obviously something like this that is obviously, openly, and intentionally offensive should 100% be censored. 100%.
Today, you know what's happening? They're trying to keep a real down. They're trying to keep a real down. That's what they're trying to do because they cannot handle the truth. And this is just the facts. When you come speaking the truth about certain things, if you're raising racial awareness, let's say, if you are...
Racial awareness is a crazy thing to say, bro. Racial awareness? Are you serious, bro?
Heaven forbid pro-white or a pro-white voice out there, which I am, which I always will be and will always influence my content no matter what it is, they will try to keep you down. I've said in a couple other videos that there is a pipeline of cancellation. So what this is here's the top tier of cancellation. The top part of cancellation is they will try to smear your name. So they'll put out hit pieces and they'll try to cancel you. But we're living in like the post-cancel culture society where that doesn't really work anymore. In fact, it actually lends a little credibility to your name and you gain kind of a little loyal, staunch group of supporters rather, of people who don't care about the media slams. Okay, so they don't quit there. When they can't...
She's basically just trying to justify her actions by saying that this is all just some ploy to silence her because of censorship. What you're saying on social media is absolutely insane. She literally took it upon herself to come on YouTube and have this blackface getup while also speaking down on an entire race. It really raises red flags just to think that there's an entire population of people who genuinely support what she's doing. People who are laughing at what she's saying. Like, it's clear as day that she has no regards for other people's opinion. And it's honestly sad to see.
Essentially, this anti-white hatred that's been systemically, ingrained in U.S. society.
Anti-white hatred has been systemically ingrained, bro? Bro, what?
Society is with white unity. We don't see white unity on
hang
our
on. Okay, but hang on. Sorry, just to be clear, this has got nothing to do with anything you've just said. This is a disgusting racist woman who repeatedly spews the N-word, first at a young child and then at the person taking the video of her, does it with complete impunity, does it numerous times. We are talking about a bona fide, unquestionable racist. And so I don't understand why what you've just said to me bears any relation to white unity or anything that you've just said. She's just a racist. End, isn't she? You wouldn't dispute that.
It's not about her. It's not about her. It's about
white people
finally coming together and supporting another white person. And it doesn't matter.
Why would you want to support a white racist?
Because I want to support free speech, and you cannot have free speech in a country.
No, that's fine. You can support free speech, but you also have to be accountable for what you say.
100%.
She is. I mean, would you use the N-word out of interest?
Yes.
You would?
I do, quite frequently.
You use the N-word quite frequently. Well, why?
Insane.
Other than the fact you're a despicable racist. Are you?
Some would say I am. I guess according to the ADL, I'm a white supremacist. I'm a neo-Nazi.
Yeah, well, if you use the N-word repeatedly, you are a racist, then, are you?
Sure, I'll embrace that. If that means forwarding, helping white people achieve freedom of speech, real freedom of speech, which, by the way, Shiloh Hendrix is being attacked on all fronts. They're trying to bring legal charges against her. They're trying to get her children taken away. So you were saying Carmelo Anthony, it doesn't matter. That's a different
Sorry, but just to be
thing.
clear, you just said to me you use the N-word regularly. In what context?
Right.
Do you use it with black people?
Yes, if it's appropriate.
When would it be appropriate
She uses
to
it
use the
about
N-word?
black people.
When would it be appropriate?
Anytime I feel like it.
So you...
Bro, look at this woman's face. She's killing me right now. She has had the same look on her face since the beginning of this video, bro.
You're an unashamed racist.
Correct.
Wow.
Well, do you understand that makes you a despicable human being?
I guess so. I don't really care. I mean, why are we not talking about Shiloh Hendrix? Why are we talking about?
Well, actually, I think you've moved it on in this debate very quickly to your own racism, which explains why you've supported her in public and why you've got all these views. You see no problem with a woman shrieking the N-word repeatedly because you yourself are a despicable racist, and you've just proudly admitted that with a smug grin on your face, which is pretty horrifying, actually, for most people to have to watch. And shame on you. You're entitled to do it, and I'm entitled to call you despicable.
Well, shame on white people for allowing themselves to be systematically discriminated against in the United States. This is our country. This is a country that should be.
What do you mean your country?
Because I'm white and my.
What, there are no black people in American history? Is that what you're saying? That they've all just landed in America, invading your white country? Is that your position?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, they were brought here technically.
My God, do you understand how dumb you sound?
This is stupid. This is stupid and racist. And at some point, we have to ask ourselves, do we want to reward this kind of disgusting behavior by platforming it?
I don't disagree, Mark. Listen, I didn't know she was going to say that. I don't disagree with you.
No. Yeah. I'm with you. I don't think you knew ahead of time. I'm saying at this moment, someone who's saying it's technically black people brought up. No, technically, Africans were stolen, enslaved, and they built this country. And the idea that you can justify calling a baby the N-word by saying that white people are losing the country is absurd. It's morally bankrupt, and it's honestly besides the point. I mean, all these these are just distractions from the fact that she wants to justify dehumanizing and even animalizing a small black child. It's disgusting.
What is it?
Yeah,
I
never said that. I never said that.
No, but you may as well have done, because you're just an unashamed,
That's the implication of
proud
your
racist. Let me bring in Myron Gaines, because you've been smirking.
I'm really curious to know, like, what her point of view. Like, she said, "I never said that." Okay, cool. But what did you mean by saying that?
What's funny about any of this?
Well, I mean, I find it interesting that you guys want to virtue signal and, you know, wag the finger and say she's a racist and everything else like this.
No, she admits she's a racist.
Well, let me
I'm not wagging a finger at anybody.
She's
I don't need to
self-identified as a racist.
But Myron, with respect, Myron, I don't need to wag a finger when somebody says, "Yeah, I'm racist. I use the N-word against black people. I don't care." That's a racist. I'm not wagging any finger. I'm not accusing anybody. She is admitting it proudly. Even you can't defend that, surely.
Everybody is racist to some degree. The reality is, it depends on, a lot of people want to be politically correct. A lot of people want to sit there and say, "I'm not racist at all." We all have biases. We all have stereotypes. We all make jokes. We all are racist to some degree.
The reality is, being stereotypical and being racist are two different things. Racist is stating that my race is better than yours. White people are better than black people. Spanish people are better than Asian people. That is racism. Stereotypes are completely different. Stereotypes are based on what is a notable general, I guess, consensus of a specific group of people. I mean, what she's doing is not being stereotypical. She's being racist, blatantly racist. You can't defend that.
Now, how racist you are is a whole other situation, but everyone is racist. That's number one. Next thing I want to say, see, I think this Shiloh Hendricks and Metcalf situation is a microcosm of a much bigger problem. And that bigger problem is what I call systemic organization. And what I mean by this is, for decades, we've had black people literally running around with black supremacy, committing crimes, not getting accountability for their actions, and then they blame the system for it. For example, George Floyd, criminal. Ferguson, criminals. Freddie Gray, criminal. A lot of these people are criminals, and what ends up happening is they challenge the police officer, they get into a physical altercation, things go left, they die, something happens, use of force is utilized, and then they want to cry about the result, when in reality, it's not the police killing black people, it's black people killing black people. And if you want to talk about black on white violence, black people kill white people 2 times as much. And on top of that, most of the shootings in America, a lot of the times, are white cops killing other unarmed white men. So this whole systemic racism or police brutality, or, oh, it's all so messed up, the reality is this. Black people have been able to get away with a ridiculous amount of privilege in America for a very long time. They're able to be racist with impunity. They're able to call white people crackers without being challenged back. And quite frankly, white America's had enough of it, and the chickens have come to roost. Now, look, am I saying that's awesome? Am I saying that's great? No, but for literally the better part of almost 2 decades since the Obama era, we've had to have BLM and liberalism shoved down our throats, and quite frankly, we're all tired of it.
Right, but just to be clear,
that's insane, bro.
You would have no
insane.
problem with one member of this panel openly saying she uses the N-word at black people with impunity and is proud of being a racist. You have no problem with that?
My worldview on the protection of the First Amendment and freedom of speech overrides my personal feelings. She has the right to say
That's fine. You can support the First Amendment, but you can also have a personal view about what she said.
My feelings are irrelevant. The Constitution is the Constitution. That's what matters.
Oh, that's fascinating. Hold on. So when it comes to chastising black Americans about their behavior, about calling white people crackers, as you say, about their moral claims, about the racist system, you can levy a judgment against black Americans for all the things they do. But when it comes to this woman saying the N-word, and this other woman endorsing it and saying that she herself uses the N-word, now all of a sudden we can only talk about the Constitution and the legal right. We can't offer any moral judgment against it. That's disingenuous. And it's as the only black American up here, that's quite frustrating to hear.
Here's the thing. If you want to be soft and get offended by that, that's your fucking problem, not mine.
Let me ask Ricky.
We're not even.
Let me ask Ricky.
This isn't about being soft any more than when you were desperately saving these white people.
Hold on. This sensitive nature that you have is precisely why we have this problem.
It's not about being sensitive. It's about I didn't articulate.
It's not about being sensitive. It's about being respected. I think that's what it really boils down to. I think that the whole reason why there is so much fight back is simply because not respected, bro. Like, the fact that there are people up here on this panel defending what we all know to be bad behavior is insane to me. I'm going to end this video here. I'm very, very curious to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I don't know why I got to this side of Twitter, bro. I don't know what my algorithm is like right now, but hey, we got here, and I feel like there are certain topics that must be spoken on. I just feel like people just need to learn how to respect people's boundaries as a whole. I feel like that would make it so much better. I'm not gonna lie, the whole entire situation would just be much more respectable. But I'm gonna end this video here. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe. I'm gonna catch y'all next one, man. Peace.